Well, right now we have another very funny guy who is not only has a name but has a whole other thing. He's the man without a filter, Robert Field.
I'm so happy Simon left. I loved him. It was great, but he would turn 21 before my act is over. So there's a full moon tonight, so I hope everyone's ready to get a little crazy. Good, because today's my therapy session. The comedy session is now over. This is my therapy. I truly love therapy. It's the only place where you can ask and answer your own questions and verbally abuse yourself for an entire 45 minutes, which between you and me is a Jewish man's wet dream. Now, I will say that I do need a little therapy. To get personal, I am going through a separation. Don't want a little teary-eyed. The problem with that is that I've lost all style. As you can see, I am now wearing my face on my chest. Thank you very much to Miss Liza Biggers for creating such a wonderful image. But I figured it was my best opportunity to have my head on anyone's chest, especially a woman, is to be able to have T-shirts. So I brought T-shirts tonight for anyone who would like to have me on their chest. I got larges, double XLs. Oh, come on, don't be shy. They are for free. You want like one, Steve? Or Steve's brother? Yeah. I don't have a small one, but if you wear a large one, it'll be a nightshirt and your mom won't know that you're wearing it. There'll be more later, but I'll only give them out if you laugh really hard. So yeah, I'm going through this separation. There's two things that I've learned during this period in time. One, it is a great way to lose 20 pounds. Fantastic. The second thing is there needs to be a serious dating instructional manual. Sort of like the Divorced Dad's Dating Handbook. We're experts on dating. Don't ask us about marriage. And it's really important because, I've learned something through this time. There's a plethora, I really like that word, plethora. There's a plethora of opportunity for us. No matter how abused and battered and beaten and squashed like a bug and castrated like a mule, we're not broken. We've committed. Or probably should be. So there really needs to be this manual to be able to help us navigate these waters and go through the different landmines that we have. Now, certainly with this manual, there's going to be a set of commandments. I say there should be 10 of them. I'm Jewish. I have a few of them for you here tonight. The first commandment. Thou shalt never, ever mention the name of your ex or a former lover before another. Therefore, they shall be called honey, sweetheart, shithead, or insert pet name here. Thou shalt never promote oneself or bear false witness in person or online, but will always assume others are. Now, I'm just going to let you know I have learned by example because I actually got a date one time. I claimed I was normal. Failed miserably. Thou shalt honor not one, but both boobs. We should have equality for all boobs. And yet, thou shalt speak one's mind and not hold back for fear of being called an asshole. We've been called worse. It has been court. It's legal. So those are just few of my commandments. Now also we have lesson plans, sort of like lab instruction. Now granted, lab instruction will never occur on Wednesday or every other weekend. Some of the things that we need to learn is about cleaning ourselves up. Now back when I was dating, we were exchanging each other's cigarettes, we were drinking beers, we really didn't care. Now everything's Perel. Perel this, Perel that, Perel your hands. You can't even make out with anybody without Perel in your lips. So now I always come prepared. Today I have Perel with aloe. It's for the sensitive areas. And it helps prevent chafing. Sir? You pay a $10 cover, you might as well go home with a gift. Other things that I figured out is smoking. Smoking is not in anymore. When I was dating, people were blowing smoke rings and circles and hearts in each other, and the bigger the smoke ring, the better they got laid. Now that, not happening. So we have these e-cigarettes. These are the greatest things ever. Seriously, watch. don't smell a thing. I smoke them indoors. If I accidentally smoke the wrong end, I don't burn my tongue. And on really bad days, that's awesome. So really, the e-cigarettes, cleaning self up, I'm not smelling like cigarettes, I got the Perel handy. Next thing is dating. Where am I going to go to date? Online. J-Date. Remember. So I'm online, and I'm on J-Date, and obviously I don't remember my commandments, so it's a blank profile that sort of says I'm 6'2", I'm a chemist, I have blonde hair, blue eyes, doesn't really matter. There's no pictures, no one really knows. I mean, what am I going to do, tell them the truth? Height, average, weight, average, length, slightly larger than average. So no, I'm obviously not going to tell the truth. So on these sites, they send you these emails. Who is your perfect match? And you get all these emails, and you're like, yeah. And I'm going to tell you, shit you not. One day I get an email. It's my ex-wife. Now, what are you supposed to do? I take a look at it. Been there, done that, know what it's all about. But the masochist in me. I had to click on it. I had to take a look at the profile. Of course I did. I needed to see what was up there. So I take a look. God forbid, she told the truth. So I'm looking at the pictures. Okay. And then there's a picture, no doubt. Me and her, my arms around her. Caption, if you can beat this shithead, give me an email. So obviously the online dating thing's not really working out very well. So then I decided I'm going to go on some practice dates. Now I'm sure you're asking yourself, what the hell is a practice date? Well, a practice date is where you get someone to go out with you. They critique you. They give you everything that you're doing wrong. You can set up a contract, 2, 3 dates, whatever it is. And basically you're hiring a woman to beat the shit out of you. Kind of like being married. So then you go out on these dates. And you learn a little bit. You go on the practice dates. And I've learned that there's also an age rule. Now, do you guys know what the age rule is? Okay, so apparently the age rule is this. You divide your age by 2. You add 7. You can't go below that age. Which means pretty much I have 1 more year left to date. I'm 44. And if you can do the math, Simon, you've done it already. 44 divided by 2 is 22, plus 7 is 29, and I have never met a woman who claimed that they were older than the age of 29. So I got the age rule, and then I figured out this. Can you tell me the difference between married and dating life? Anyone. Anyone. For a t-shirt. Well, that's not going to get anyone to respond. Well, it's certainly not sex, because that's not happening every day. But I will say this. And Caleb, you're about to turn 21. It's the blowjob. No, it is. It really is. Seriously. I mean, when you're married, you get the ring on the finger. You're barely having sex. The blowjob's not really even necessary. I mean, really, unless you're procreating, nothing's really happening. I mean, at least in the Jewish community that I know of. Right? I mean, there was one time that I contemplated a vasectomy just to make sure it got longer. Whereas in the dating life, they don't want to give it up. They would rather give you the blowjob. Now, I'm just going to let you know that divorce is really hard and could be very expensive. But the first time that you actually have a 25-year-old giving you a blowjob, it's worth 50 grand right there. Now, I thank you very much for all of your wonderful time. I just want to leave you with one quote. Once you've accepted the fact that you're 100% delusional, you have finally accepted reality. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Have a good night.